Anna, and I work for a charity called Common Sense Media. And we help young people to get the most from their time online and to help them stay safe. So today we've got a really fun lesson for you. We're going to meet some super cute characters that we call the digital citizens. This lesson is called Pause and Think Online. And we're also going to learn a new song and a new dance. So I hope you're all ready to get on your feet and join in. Before I start, I just wanted to thank all of my colleagues at the Scottish Government for this amazing opportunity to reach so many of you with this live lesson. And also thank you teachers for joining. There are some additional resources that have been emailed to you. You don't need them right now, but just to let you know, there's a colouring book, there are handouts, and there are family activities that you can send home in book bags at the end of the day if you like. So I hope that's all helpful, but I think we should get started. So, in this lesson, we're going to explore this question: how can we be safe, responsible, and respectful when we're online? Now, when I say online, do you know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about going on the internet. And I was wondering, learners, do you ever go on the internet? And if you do, what kind of things do you do when you're online? Or what could you do? So I'd love to invite you to share in your groups and have a chat about the kind of things you do or might do when you're online. And I'd love to see some of the comments in the chat. So I'll give you a couple of minutes. So we've got some comments coming in already. So some people use the internet to enjoy their favourite shows. Maybe they stream their favourite cartoons on Netflix. I love talking to my friends online. I have friends all over the world. I'm very lucky, but that can make it difficult in person. So talking online can be a great way to stay in touch. Some of you are playing games, you're doing homework on Google Classroom. Some people choose what to have for lunch. That's a wonderful use of the internet, looking for recipes. Oh, yeah, engaging with some dog. That sounds brilliant. So there's a lot of children using YouTube, playing games. So yeah, lots of you playing online games like Minecraft, watching videos. Some of you using it for learning as well. I was wondering if any of you have used the internet to talk to people in your family, maybe on FaceTime. Great, this is great feedback. Thank you so much. So there are so many amazing things we can do online. So when I say online, I mean using a computer, a phone, or a tablet to visit a website or an app. When we go online, it's important though to follow certain rules to make sure that we're having a good time and we're staying safe. So today we're going to listen to a song that's called Pause and Think Online to learn how we can be safe and responsible when we go online. So I hope that sounds good. Now here's a word that you might not be familiar with. Pause. Take a moment in your groups and have a think about, what does the word pause mean? So I'm sure there's lots of chatter in classrooms. And yes, so pause is to stop. Just take a pause and stop what you're doing. So in this video, we're going to think about the word pause, and we're going to explore ways to be safe and get the most of our time online. So who's ready for a video with some songs, some dance, some movement? What I'm going to do is I'm going to play the video once, and I'm going to do a little bit of movement in my chair. Then we're going to play it again, and I want to see everyone on your feet, and you're going to join in with me. So first of all, we'll just watch the video, and then we'll play it again and do some more movement together. Here we go.
Use your head when you're online, most especially your mind. Think about the things you see. Ask good questions, that's the key. Use your arms when you're online to take a break and balance time and leave your tech behind. When you find yourself a tree to climb, from your head down to your toes, pause, think about it. From your feet up to your nose, pause and think online. Use your gut when you're online. Pay attention to its signs, know when it's safe to play. Make good choices every day. Use your legs when you're online. Stand up to bullies who cross the line. You can help friends big or small. Just lend an ear and stand up tall. From your head down to your toes, pause, think about it. From your feet up to your nose, pause and think online. Use your feet when you're online. Think about the tracks you leave behind. Privacy's the way to go. Don't share with people you don't know. Use your heart when you're online. Always do what's right and kind by showing friends respect and being nice on the internet. So think with your head, balance with your arms, listen to your gut, stand up with your legs, make good tracks with your feet, and feel with your heart. Just pause and think online.
Well done, everyone. I'm sure some of you were already joining in with the movements. So I'd like everyone now to get on your feet. I can't see you, sadly, so I'm just going to trust there's a lot of activity and a lot of excitement in your classrooms right now. So I'll give you a few minutes to get up on your feet. We're going to do the same song once again and follow along with the movements with me. Are you ready? Let's do this.
Use your head when you're online, most especially your mind. Think about the things you see. Ask good questions, that's the key. Use your arms when you're online to take a break and balance time and leave your tech behind. When you find yourself a tree to climb, your head down to your toes, pause, think about it. From your feet up to your nose, pause and think online. Use your gut when you're online. Pay attention to its signs, know when it's safe to play. Make good choices every day. Use your legs when you're online. Stand up to bullies who cross the line. You can help friends big or small. Just lend an ear and stand up tall. From your head down to your toes, pause, think about it. From your feet up to your nose, pause and think online. Use your feet when you're online. Think about the tracks you leave behind. Privacy's the way to go. Don't share with people you don't know. Use your heart when you're online. Always do what's right and kind by showing friends respect and being nice on the internet. So think with your head, balance with your arms, listen to your gut, stand up with your legs, make good tracks with your feet, and feel with your heart. Just pause and think online.
Well done, everyone. I really hope you enjoyed listening to the song, meeting all of those wonderful, fun characters, and joining in with the movement. So let's all now take a seat. And teachers, if you want to watch that video anytime, Martin has kindly put a link to the YouTube link to that video. Or you can, of course, find it in the lesson plan, which is on commonsense.org/education. So, learners, now, we've just met 6 very, very cute characters. I'm sure you're already thinking about your favourites. Okay, so let's meet each one in turn and talk about the qualities that they represent. So the first character I'm going to talk to you about is the green one. He's actually the same colour as my t-shirt. So as you can see, he's got very, very long arms, and we call him Arms. Now, Arms helps us to remember to always balance our time when we're online. So I'm going to give you a minute to talk in your groups about what good media balance might mean. Now, for me, that means making sure that I'm not spending too much time on my computer and I'm also playing outdoors or going to do some exercise. Now, have a little think in your groups about what good media balance might mean for you. How do you mix your internet activities with your offline activities? I'll give you a minute. And teachers, if you have any examples of what good media balance looks like, either in your classrooms or at home, I'd love to see them. You can just pop a comment in the chat. Good. So Arms helps us to balance our time online. Now, the yellow character is called Guts, and he is very popular. Someone in the chat is saying, yeah, taking a break from being on the computer, playing with toys or doing some movement or stretches is a great way to balance your time online, just like Arms. Thank you for that comment. That's super helpful. Now, the first thing I notice about Guts is not just his beautiful yellow colour, it's his lovely round tummy. Now, he reminds me when I'm online to always trust my gut. And trusting your gut means trusting the feelings you might have in your body. If something doesn't feel right or something is worrying you, it's a really good idea to talk to a trusted adult about what's worrying you and then give you some help. So Guts tells us to listen to our guts to stay safe online. Then we have a character here with very, very big orange feet. So he's called Feet. And Feet reminds us to use our feet carefully because every time we go online, we leave tracks behind. Just like when we're walking in the snow, you can leave your footprints, can't you, in the snow? Just like when we're online, we also leave little footprints and tracks of our activities. When we share photos or if we comment on something online, then those little kind of imprints and footprints can live on the internet forever. So we have to be super mindful and careful about what we're doing online and also think about the future. So those are the first three characters. Arms, and you remember with Arms, we wobble our arms like this. Guts, he helps us to remember to always trust our instincts when we're online. And also Feet reminds us that when we're online, we leave tracks. But there are three more characters, including my personal favourite. So here are legs, heart, and head. Let's go straight to heart. In the middle, there he is with his lovely pink body, his little heart in his hand. You know, Heart is a really important character because he reminds me to always be kind and respectful when I'm online. His friend here called Legs, he's purple. Look at his long, long legs. So he reminds me to always stand up. If someone's being mean, I stand up to them and I'm strong and I do what's right. And I tell a trusted adult. And then Head is the blue character. He's got a very big head because he's got a very big brain in there. And Head always reminds me to think with my head when I'm online. So let me give you an example. Sometimes when we're online, we see things that don't quite seem true. So it's important to use your head talk to an adult, and seek out more information before we share something online. So teachers, each of these characters actually aligns to one of our 6 core concepts of digital citizenship. So head is all about news and media literacy. Arms is about media balance and well-being. Guts is about privacy and security. Legs teaches us about digital drama, cyberbullying, and hate speech. Feet reminds us of what we should do to protect our identity and digital footprints online. And heart is all about relationships and communication. And these core concepts are scaffolded throughout all of our lessons. So you'll see them reoccurring in all the lessons from age 4 to 18. Now, learners, I would love to know, who is your favourite character and why? Which character do you most relate to? Or which character do you think is the most important for you right now? So teachers, I'll let you decide whether the children will share in groups or pairs, but I'm going to give you a few minutes, 3 or 4 minutes, to have a think about who is your favourite character out of these 6 and why. I'm seeing in the chat, someone else loves Heart as well. He's also my favourite character. I think kindness is extremely important. But I'd love to hear what the rest of you think. I'll take 2 more minutes. So we've got some lovely comments coming in, thank you. So some of the children like Head because he makes good choices with his big brain. I love that, that's so true. He's always thinking and always being cautious when he's online and checking for more information if he needs it. Someone is saying they like Arms because you need to take a break online. I totally agree. It's really good to balance our time online. And also when we're online, make sure we're doing things that are, really helping us. So helping us to communicate with people we love, or helping us to learn, or giving us joy, through playing games. Yeah, and someone else is saying now they like Legs. So you remember Legs has a very, very long legs here. So Legs is a favourite because it's good to tell an adult to keep you safe if anyone is mean. I agree. And Feet is also a favourite because it's important to be careful and take care online. These are great comments. I wish I could be in each of your classrooms. It sounds like you're having really, really good quality conversations. Thank you so much for engaging with this. I really appreciate it. So now we're going to move on to the next activity, which is exploring some examples of how we might encounter occasions to think about these characters in real life. So if you're ready, I'm going to give you an example to explore within your classroom. The first question I have for you is, Do you believe everything you see on the internet? If you were online with your parents and then you saw this news article saying, eating ice cream makes you smarter. Now, I want to believe this because I would love to be more smart. I love to be more clever, and I love to eat ice cream. So I want to believe it, but my gut is telling me it doesn't feel quite right. And my head is telling me I should probably look for more information before I believe this. So have a little chat in your groups. Do you believe everything you see online? Would you believe this? That eating ice cream makes you smarter? I'd love to see any comments from any classrooms about whether you believe everything you see on the internet. So did you know that sometimes people do make up things? Sometimes people write things on the internet that are just not true. So it is important not to believe everything you see online. Always think carefully about what you're seeing and always talk to an adult or look for more information if you're not sure if something is true or not. Let's look at another example. So why should we take a break from technology sometimes? Why is that important? Have a discussion in your groups and I'll come back to you in 2 minutes. I'm sure you're still all discussing this. There's so much we could talk about today, but it is a good idea to always take a break from technology once in a while so you can spend time being active and spend time with friends and family. Let's look at one more. So let's think about one of our favourite characters, Hart. And let's think about why is it important to be kind online. In this picture, I think someone's having a chat online. Did you know there are ways that you can talk to people on the internet? It's good to speak to people you know sometimes online. So the first person is saying, hi, it's Legs from school. And then someone says, you're weird, and puts a really angry face. That's not good behaviour. I think we all know that. So why is it important to be kind online? Have a chat within your groups. So I'm sure you're saying in your classrooms that being mean hurts people's feelings. We are all kind and we should be courteous, which means polite to each other, both in person and when we're online. Okay, we're going to look at one last one because we're running out of time. So here's a question. Do you ever talk to people you know when you're online? I think I shared earlier an example that I love to do FaceTime with my family. My grandmother lives quite far away from me, so it's nice to talk to our family either on chat or on FaceTime. And I was wondering if you've tried that. Do you ever communicate with family and friends online? I'd love to hear your examples. So as you know, things like social media are for children that are much, much older. But there are some safe and fun ways that we can connect with people we love. With your parents' support, it's great to sometimes try out video calls. So perhaps you might enjoy doing that with your cousins or grandparents. So today we watched the Digital Citizens video. Yes, oh, someone's saying they do FaceTime relatives who live far away. That's wonderful. That's really, really wonderful. Yeah, so today we did explore all these really cool characters. We learned about them. We learned about the qualities that they represent. And we can all use these qualities and remember them. And think about when we're online, how can we be more like heart? How can we be kind when we're online? How can we be more like head and think critically about what we see online? We can be like feet and be careful when we're online because we're always leaving little footprints like we're walking in snow. Guts helps us to remember to always trust our gut feeling. If something doesn't feel right, it's probably a good reason to go and talk to a trusted adult. And arms will always remind us to mix up our activities. So sure, let's spend some time online talking to our families that live far away, but let's also make sure we're going outside, we're stretching, we're getting in our movement, and we're spending time with our friends. So I hope you enjoyed that. Remember that when you're online, you should always pause and think to make sure you're doing the right thing. Now, here's an idea. Do you think you could pick one of your body parts, your head, your heart, your gut, your feet, your arms, or your legs? So pick one body part and think about how you will use it next time you're online. So for me, next time I'm online and I see something that doesn't quite seem true, I'm going to use my head. I'm going to look for more information before I make a decision about whether it's true or not. So let's take a couple of minutes. I think this lesson is supposed to end at 11:30. So teachers, I'll just tell you, as a follow-up to this lesson, there are a couple of things you might enjoy. We offer sheet music and lyrics posters so that you can enjoy the song as part of your music class, for example. You can also watch the video anytime on YouTube. The lesson is available on commonsense.org/education. And we have some really cool family activities that you can send home in book bags today. There's also a handout you could print out. And if you have time today, it would be great to see you all drawing some pictures of how you will be like one of the digital citizens next time you're online, or you could even write about how you'll do that. So in the chat, we're just sharing some of those links now. And yeah, there's lots more you can do with this lesson. I really hope this has inspired you to get to know our digital citizens, to join in with music and movement, and pause and think next time you're online.